All right, guys, it is finally time to take a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the reimagined Air Jordan 1 High OG, kind of, sort of, but not really. And on top of that, we're gonna give these bad boys away. So if you're not a Discord member, you might want to join now. Yo, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're taking a detailed look at at these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the reimagined black and royal colorway, a play on these bad boys right here. But before we deep dive into these guys, we do have a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you guys by the good folks over at Soul Premise. And what is Soul Premise exactly? Well, I'm glad that you asked. They make everything from large backpacks that can hold up to 5 pairs of shoes and that can be used as carry-on bags during your travels, to regular backpacks that you can use just all day that also carry up to 2 pairs of shoes, duffel bags, sports bags that carry plenty of sneakers for your on-court adventures, as well as other luxury items from luggage to carrier bags, toiletry bags, and sling bags. Most of these items are made out of premium materials, including leather, and if you happen to want vegan-friendly options, they do make polyester versions of the same bags as well. These are quite literally the only bags that I actually use, especially when I'm traveling. Not only do they fit all of my sneakers, but they fit damn near everything else. If you were interested in checking out anything that Soul Premise has to offer, make sure that you click the link down below in the description box. And don't forget, when you check out, to use our promo code WearTesters. It's going to save you quite a bit of money, I promise. Now, as for these guys right here, again, these are the reimagined Royals. So basically, they've been taking original colorways or concepts just like this, or if you want to add these in there too, you can do that, because I think they did the patent breads or whatever those things were, the rain boots, and they're flipping the script and they're just doing different shit. But anyways, these guys right here are really nice, I think. As far as tech information is concerned, it's got the same exact thing as every Air Jordan 1 ever. So on the bottom, we've got the greatest traction of all time. Traction so good, it'll pop your hip out. Trust me, I know. Now, sitting atop of that is a rubber cup sole. Sitting inside that is a polyurethane wedge. Inside of that wedge is an air sole unit. And on top of that is the fake Dream Cell insole. You gotta love these. Why can't they just give the polyurethane ones? They're so much better.
You would think they'd just have boxes and boxes and boxes.
They do, but they like their pennies and pennies and pennies.
Oh, that is despicable. I love it.
However, if you were interested in something a little bit different than the original, I do think that this is a really cool option. I know that they did the Flyknit stuff a while back. They were okay. I didn't think that they were fantastic or anything, but they were definitely comfortable as far as the upper is concerned. That is if you dislike leather and you prefer softer materials, even though the leather that they've been using has been pretty soft. So I don't know, maybe breathable is the better explanation. But these guys right here go even softer. So what we've got here is a couple of different materials along the upper. Basically, the blue is a really nice suede, and then the black is a really nice nubuck. Like, it just looks really cool. The nubuck is my jam right here. I really like that. The suede is really cool too, but the nubuck has kind of that leather texture to it. So I can't remember off the top of my head which ones, but I know like some of the 12s have had them where they've got like, it looks like leather, but it's, you know, or it is all technically leather. It's just manufactured slightly differently. So something like this has a polyurethane coat over it, which is why you get the colors that you can get on there, because obviously there's no royal blue cows running around, although that would be neat, you know. Whereas these guys right here, they don't have the coating on top, the suedes or the nubucks. Instead, they're just kind of buffed a little bit differently. One is made to be a little hairy, and then the other one is made to look and feel a little bit more smooth. However, when they got this texture in there, I just think that it looks really cool, and it feels really cool. It just feels like a premium quality product. I know that that doesn't sound like it coincides with Jordan brand stuff, but this time it does. Is it everybody's thing though? That's up to you guys. If you really like this versus the leather, then I'd say go for it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I will say, make sure that you check your pairs. I've seen plenty of these things, and some of them are made really, really well, just like my pair here, or not my pair, it's gonna be one of your pairs. But then I've seen some other ones that are pretty as far as craftsmanship goes. So again, if you get these in store, make sure that you check your pairs before you check out. And if you're getting them online, I got everything crossed for you, man. I really hope that you get a good one. Now, this Air Jordan 1 is of the newer variety. I can't remember what they're calling it. I think they're calling it like 2.0 or something like that. Honestly, it's not an official term. It's just something that we've been hearing through the grapevine, through like Instagram accounts like Mr. Unloved Ones, who has been getting fed information directly from the source. So for those of you guys questioning his information or his intel, it is 100% accurate. So, I mean, I guess you can gossip if you want, but it's real. So what we have here is a reworked toe box. I really love this because it looks way nicer than the previous versions of the Air Jordan 1. It looks a lot more OG. So I don't know if you can actually notice these side by side, but like this guy is kind of like thin and pointy looking. Can you notice it?
I can see it.
Are you bullshitting me?
No, I know exactly where you want me to look now, so I see it.
I know, but when you look at me, when you say that, like you give me that look like, oh, I can see it. Like I'm just kind of like, are you playing or are you being for real?
I can see it, babe. Is that better?
No, because now you just sound like you're not interested. So you can see that it's pointy?
Yes, I can see it.
Right here?
Yes,
Yeah?
it's right there.
Okay, and then this guy is a little bit wider.
Yes.
Looks a little bit better, in my opinion, and it looks a little bit more like the 85 version of the shoe, or the real version. Does everybody like that? No. Why? Probably because they're used to seeing them look just like this. So I mean, when you switch things up a little bit, everybody gets a little bit flustered. They did that same thing with the Air Jordan 11. When they finally brought them back to looking like the actual original, half of the heads flipped out. They were like, that's not my Air Jordan 11. And everybody else was like, that's because you weren't around in 95, bro. You don't know. On top of that, we've got a slightly larger swoosh. I think that's pretty noticeable, don't you? I really don't know if I buy what she's selling. We've got an embossed logo on the collar, which I actually love. I think it looks great. This is, again, closer to the 85 original versus one of these guys right here. I think this was from 2018. I can't even remember. 17, 18, something like that. But either way, this one is debossed. A little bit of a different look. I prefer this one. It just looks a lot doper. Or doper. That's not. Sorry. I just like it.
It's the dopest.
Oh, it's the dopiest. Thank goodness they still have a nylon tongue though, so if you were worried about that, that's still there. It's still just like the regular version. So I was halfway worried that this would be suede too, which would make them very unbreathable. I dig this. It looks great. Again, if you were interested in this particular pair, make sure that you sign up for our Discord. Not only do you get the chance to enter in our giveaways, which are completely free and it's randomized, but all Discord members directly fund this channel. So those guys are the reason why we're able to do reviews like this for free for everybody, and it's just really awesome. Those guys go above and beyond the normal support level of watching, liking, commenting, and all that kind of good stuff. Speaking of commenting, if you ever wanted to just chat it up with me, Discord's the spot, man. You can hit me up anytime. I will respond to you. We also do like live chats and stuff like that. They're video based. So if you're interested, it's a fun little community that we've built. And yeah, there's all kinds of things to talk about, from Fortnite to comic books and action figures to sneakers. So go for it. Link down below in the description. Now, as far as the fit is concerned, they do fit true to size. So whatever you typically wear with your Air Jordan 1 highs, that's exactly what I would recommend. The only thing that I don't want to say like warn about, but just something to note is that material like this does get warped when worn a lot. You know what I mean? So that's one reason why I do like the leather versions a little bit more. Yes, they do crease and they show them and things like that, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I mean, these aren't brand new whatsoever, you know what I mean? And they still look pretty good. Whereas the more that you wear a suede or a nubuck, especially really nice versions like this, they start to kind of warp and look like slippers, which I'm not a big fan of. And before I forget, they do come with extra laces. They are royal blue, so if you didn't like the standard black ones that come in there, you can always swap them out and just kind of switch up the vibe. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate it. Big thank you to Soul Premise for sponsoring our videos on a regular basis. Their products are awesome. We just went to, where did we go? We went to Utah, and as we were packed up and ready to go, everything was like ready to get into the car. It literally looked like Soul Premise's warehouse threw up on our floor, because that's like the only bags that we use. And again, if you were interested in joining for the giveaway, it's Discord members only. Sign up below in the description box. Directly helps this channel out. It's the reason why we're able to survive, especially during things like the pandemic and a slowed down economy, because you know, YouTube cash isn't flowing. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We will catch y'all on the next one. So until then, have a good one.